Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss how to determine cruelty by wife against husband. Cruelty basically is an inhuman act that causes either physical injury or mental sufferings, or in some cases both. As a result of this, the victim's health and even life may be in threat. Secondly, because of the male-dominated society, women have always been the victims of cruelty, torture, and harassment, especially by their husbands and or the relatives of husbands. In such a case, if I discuss a topic, namely cruelty by wife against the husband, it sounds weird. Many of us are not in a position to appreciate such topic, but in the changing perspective of the culture of our society, especially in urban life, there are thousands of husbands who are being harassed by their wives. They are the victims of cruelty by their wives. So, in this video, I will explain the circumstances under which husbands are being harassed and victimized by their wives. Let's start with the first question. What is the legal perspective of cruelty by wife against her husband? As discussed in my introduction that it is always women who have been harassed and victimized, and hence there are dozens of provisions, rules and laws that protect women's rights and interests. But there are as such no provision made to protect men's rights and interests, especially in respect to cruelty by wife. However, Section 13(1)(ia) of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 states that if the spouse, either husband or wife, has after solemnization of the marriage treated the petitioner with cruelty, then based on this ground, petitioner may be granted the degree of divorce. It means if wife makes false allegation against husband of having an illicit relationship and extramarital affairs by wife in her written statement constitute mental cruelty of such nature that husband cannot be asked to live with wife reasonably. Now, the next question is, what are the acts of wife that may consider as the cruelty by wife against husband? Following are the significant acts which are considered as the cruelty by wife against husband. If wife files a false complaint against her husband under the Domestic Violence Act, dowry law, or under Section 498A of Indian Penal Code. Next, if wife deserts her husband with an exclusive intention for separation and terminates the marital relation. Next, if wife makes sexual relationship with a person who is not her husband. Next, if wife threatens her husband to quit home or her matrimonial house or even to commit suicide without giving any substantial ground. Next, if wife harasses her husband by accusing or insulting him in front of his parents or in-laws or friends, office staffs, or at any such public place without any substantial reason. Next, if wife tears husband's shirt, pants, or throws away the valuable stuff used to adorn home or even breaks the Mangal Sutra in front of her husband. Next, if wife refuses her husband to have sexual relation without giving any substantial reason. Next, if wife more often misbehaves with her husband or and with the husband's parents or other close relatives, or insult her husband for a separate home, that is, don't want to live with in-laws. Next, if wife files a false criminal report against her husband or relatives of the husband with malafide intention. Next, if wife threatens her husband that she will marry with other person or will elope with her male friend. So this is all about the cruelty by wife against her husband. However, for the expert advice, the aggrieved husband's Our wives can contact us by writing an email or may call us directly. The email ID and contact number both are given below.